Race recap, Milan San Remo 2023, Van der Poel takes the win. What a race to watch. You got the hour record holder, you got the classics dude, you got cyclocross world champions, and you got Tour de France, multiple GC winner in that top four over the Poggio. It was the fastest time they've ever done on the Poggio. Yes, they had a tailwind. Yes, they had their trains lighting it up. But it was only a few seconds faster than 1994. I think it was Giorgio Filan and 1995 Fondres Jalabert. Only like 3 or 4 seconds faster, So the new bikes are just so much slower. You got the trains, you got the freaks of the freaks on these gravel bikes with road tires, and only a few seconds with a tailwind. Only a few seconds faster than 28 years ago, 28-year-old technology. So can you imagine spending the latest money on the latest the crazy money on the latest Canyon or Specialized or Colnago or whatever, and it's actually slower. These bikes are slower than something from 25, 28 years ago of equal, like top tier. The Dura-Ace back in 95 is a little bit lighter than the Dura-Ace today. Overall, the bikes can be built up around the same weight, but a rim brake bike that's 6.8 kilos will have stiffer frame, stiffer wheels under power than a 6.8 kilo disc brake bike. It's just how it is. The nature of disc brakes, you need more spokes, and you need the hydro crap, and the hydro levers are heavier, stuff like that. So the material has to be going from somewhere. So again, you ride a 6.8 kilo disc brake bike and you ride a 6.8 kilo rim brake bike, and you can feel the difference instantly. Assuming not the same tyres. GCN recently did a video, an old bike, an SL3, size SL3, and versus the latest Canyon. But remember, GCN are paid to market the latest stuff. Right? They're paid handsomely by these bicycle brands, and so is what it is. So you can't really take their reviews seriously. Okay, they will just review. Like if I had millions of dollars, I could just throw GCN and say, "Hey, promote this, promote that." This is the best ever. So they're easily bought, and that's not a diss. I'm just saying that's marketing. That's just how it is. GCN provide incredible value with their how to tune a rear derailleur videos. Some of the bike shop videos, tours they do, that's great value there. Clothing stuff, things like that. But otherwise, when it comes to reviews, they're just you're watching an advertisement purely, only. And that's okay if you're advertising what you truly believe in. But none of these guys, behind the scenes, if you said, do you prefer rim or disc, would say, yeah, I prefer disc road. None of them would. They all love the lightweight stuff. So Simon did the review on his SL3, and if you look at that video, there was a crack in the bottom bracket, and I pointed that out, and Si got a warranty frame on that. Little fact of the day there. And he brings it out. It's got old tyres on it, old chain, old cassette. All right, and it's going to feel like crap compared to new tyres, new chain, cassette. All right, it's going to be night and day difference in the feel when you pedal it. New bearings in the bottom bracket, new bearings in the wheels. All right, so he's saying, the Canyon just feels so much better. It would feel smoother, because it's got less PSI on the tyres. But he didn't use a power meter when he reviewed it or nothing like that. He just, and then the end of the video is like it's fractionally faster, fractionally faster. I mean, he didn't use any power data to prove that point. It would feel better. Any bike with a brand new chain, cassette, super clean chain rings and stuff like that, and new tyres, that feels magic. And new bearings in the bottom bracket, new bearings in the wheels. It feels better than an old bike with old stuff on it, typically. Okay. So, but you got to compare oranges with oranges. New tyres with new tyres, new bearings. You can't, anyway. He didn't weigh the bikes either. All right, the Canyon's heavier than the SL3 from 11, 12 years ago. But if he did an absolute power test on a climb with a power meter, the old SL3 rim brake would have been faster. But anyway, we digress. Look at that. Look at the old times up the Poggio, all right? And the Poggio is always fast because it's just the last kilometre of the day. Everyone's trying to shell the sprinters or whoever. So it's ran at crazy wattages. The winds, sometimes it's a tailwind, sometimes it's calm. But on yesterday, it was an exceptionally strong tailwind. In 94, 95, it was like, moderate to low. Okay, so you know, it's crazy that the times done in 94 and 95 are only a few seconds, 4, 5, 6 seconds slower. And given how different the race can be raced in terms of, like, you got your team on the front driving it, or if there's a crash in the Poggio or things like that, okay? So you can definitely put money on it that a Tour de France bike in 94 and 95 up until 2018 is a far superior product than the latest bikes raced today in the World Tour, based on the weights, based on how the mechanics like to work on the old bikes, preferably, based on the riders off camera asking their opinions, you know, when after got a few beers in them. But these noobs out there who just bought a brand new bike with road discs and paid a fucking kidney for it, they're like, no, it's not true, Durianrider, unsubscribe. It's crazy, man, you know. And you got all these channels out there pushing this road disc brake agenda, you know, like Cam Nichols and Francis Cade and, you know, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, guys, come on, man. All right. You think these bikes are fucking shit, overpriced and hard to work on. You do really think that, man, all right? So let's not be douchebags and let's fucking be honest, man. Let's have fucking integrity. Let's not fucking sell out, all right? Let's not sell out to the fucking almighty coin. Oh, we make enough coin on YouTube, man. We don't have to fucking sell these noobs out there bullshit product, all right? And it's not just Francis, it's not just Cam. There's just two names that came to my mind, all right? It's everyone out there fucking shilling this road disc brake shit on YouTube and social media. These road disc brake bikes are fucking garbage, man. They're heavier and they're slower. And great, if you prefer road disc, go for it. But the reason the bike industry cancelled the road rim brake bike on their top tier options, why'd they do that? Because they want to force it on you, all right? Because people know road disc is better. Road rim is better, all right? That the experienced riders know that. So they don't give the experienced riders the choice. They're like, nah, you're riding disc. If you want to be seeing the latest and greatest, you're going to be riding disc, okay? Someone will cut that little bit out where I just said road disc's better. They'll cut that and edit it and put it on repeat. It's better at making money because people out there latest and greatest and FOMO. So yeah, it's just do the test yourself. Do the test yourself, all right? Dura-Ace disc, Dura-Ace rim. SRAM red rim, SRAM red disc. Conti 5000 tyres on your rim brake or your disc brake. The same sort of wheels, blah, blah, blah. You know, Zip 202 disc, Zip 202 rim. Like, do the exact test. Use the parameter on your climbs, your riding, and you'll come back to the conclusion, fuck, Durianrider was right again. You know, it's not about me being right. It's just about you having the best experience as a cyclist, right? And the working on the road disc, it's just like, fucking hell. And people, I wear out rims. I live in England, I wear rims out. I go with disc. Okay, fair enough. I'd probably run disc brakes and fat, like, you know, 40mm tyres in England as well if I lived there. But why are you fucking living in England? It's falling apart over there. But then again, a Dura-Ace rotor is more expensive than buying a new second-hand Bontrager race light wheel or a Marek Surim wheel that's near new. Been sitting in someone's shed for the last 10 years. But again, it's easy to fool people and convince them being fooled, man. But I see on social media, I see these channels, a lot of them I helped up from day one or inspired them to get on there. And they're just shilling bullshit tech to get more clout or be seeing the latest shit. And it's sad, man. It's fucking sad. Like, guys, come on, man. Let's have some fucking integrity. Let's only promote shit that we know is legit versus we know we'll get hits or coin or whatever. And people are falling out of love with cycling very quickly. I see it, man. Like, yeah, people have a crash because they grab the brakes on their disc brake bike and they lock up and slide out and crash. Their fans are like, oh, you shouldn't be riding this, it's dangerous. Or the guy wants a new bike and whilst like spending $20,000 on a bicycle that's made in China, what the fuck? It doesn't matter where it's made. 20 grand on a bike, $20,000 on a bicycle. So what the fuck, man? Like $20,000 when you could get a better bicycle for $1,000 new secondhand. Right? If you're part of my coaching group, $1,000 USD for sure, guaranteed. It's crazy. So the bikes are harder to maintain. They're noisy. They're fucking heavier. They feel sluggish to ride now. More sluggish to ride. It's just, it's like it's never been a better time to get into road cycling if you know someone like me who can put you in the right direction. But it's also the worst time to get into cycling because if you don't know someone like me and you get sucked in with all these, you know, low integrity people out there shilling bullshit product. You know, I'm calling it, man. It's like, stop fucking shilling shitty product on people. You know, you wouldn't appreciate that, man. All right, treat people how you want to be treated. Influencers out there, okay? Treat people how you want to be treated, man.